98 Rock, Charleston's best rock. Bubba the Love Sponge in the mornings, rock all day. What up, Potter here? It's happy hour. You know, from Guns N' Roses, Velvet Revolver, Slash, The Snake Pit. Of course, now his solo stuff. I have Slash on the phone with me. Slash, what's up, man?
Hey, what's happening?
You're happening. Tell us what's going on with you. We got your new single. We're playing Anastasia, which is incredible. Give us the details, man. What are you up to now?
Well, I mean, let's see, we've been touring since March of 2012, and we're sort of starting to wrap it up for this cycle on the Apocalyptic Love record. And so basically just been touring, and I've got a movie that I produced that's coming out this year. I'm waiting to get the exact release dates, and it's a horror movie, so I'm excited about that, and working on new material for the next record.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, and your stuff now on the new album, Apocalyptic Love, it sounds just like your particular sound that you've had for years and years, and you've got Miles working with you. How's Miles? I mean, I know you're going to give me the generic, oh, he's great, man, but I mean, what makes him so great to work with?
No, he's really brilliant. Like, I mean, he was a real shot in the arm for me. I met him, you know, sort of like almost a happy accident. I was doing my first solo record, and I had, if you remember, all these different vocalists on it, you know, Ozzy and Lemmy and all that. And I'd finished the album, but I still had these two songs that had been staring me in the face that I hadn't figured out who was the appropriate vocalist for. And at the same time, I'd been hearing a lot of news about this guy, Miles Kennedy, and he'd flown over to England to rehearse with Zeppelin because there was a tour that they were planning on doing without Robert. Right. And I heard about that, and I go, this guy's got to be good, you know. And I'd heard about him, and Matt Sorum wanted to audition him for Velvet Revolver before Scott came into the picture, and so on. And so I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just take a shot and see what happens. You know, the album's done, I've got nothing to lose. And so I contacted him and told him I was doing this thing with all these singers, and would he be interested in putting some lyrics down on a piece of music. And so I sent it to him, and a week later the song showed up, and I listened to it, and I was just blown away at this vocal. So I flew him out to L.A. We met for the first time, and he's just a really sort of down-to-earth, very unassuming, cool character. And so we got along really well. And then, we recorded Starlight, and then we did another song, which ended up being Back from Cali. And I sort of, shyly, because he's an alter bridge, so I didn't want to, try and steal him from another band, but I asked him if he wanted to do a quick tour to support this record, because I knew that he was the only person I'd met so far that could sing the diversity of the set, which was, Snake Pit and Guns and Velvet, and then all the different singers from that record and so on. And he signed on to do it, and so I put together I met Brent Fitz and Todd Kearns, and we put together this really cool pickup band, rehearsed for a week, and went out on the road. And it snowballed into a year-and-a-half tour, and I was so sort of impressed with Miles as a songwriter and as a singer and as a person. I was like, well, if I was going to do another solo record, I'd just do it with these guys, and that's what Apocalyptic Love is.
By the way, I've
told that story before.
I loved Starlight and Back from Cali, by the way. I was like, yeah, I like this guy too. So, man, I look, when I look over your career and stuff, I just see you've done so much, and you're obviously not, I'm not calling you old by any means, but you've just done so much in your career that this is like it's amazing to think that you've just gone through all of these legendary bands and done all this stuff, and you're still ripping this out, man. Where do you find like this new stuff to write? Where do you just sit back and go like, all right, I'm going to write a new riff today?
Well, I'm writing, I write during the tour, and I record and keep all these ideas and so on. So, it's just like it's what I do. I've always got a guitar with me. And so I'm putting the material together for the next record now, and I just, you get ideas. I mean, as a musician, since that's what you do 24 hours a day, every time there's any inspiration, I make sure that there's some sort of recording apparatus close by, and I just collect all these ideas, and then I go back and listen to it and start fleshing them out. And, it just happens. I mean, there's dry spells, and there's moments where there's just the ideas don't stop coming. You just have to sort of hang in there and collect whatever's good.
I just wonder if you just ever have, just a little flashback here and there where like, I remember where I was when I wrote that riff from back in the day, Welcome to the Jungle or anything like that. Do you have any of those?
Yeah, there's certain. I think pretty much with every song, not every song, but you can sort of remember where the inspiration came from or where you were when the idea came. You know, yeah, it happens.
That's
Especially
awesome.
if you're like listening to radio and like you know, a song comes on that you have something to do with, and it'll spark that sort of way back when thing.
Killer, man. Slash, right here on 98 Rock, Charleston's Best Rock. Been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, man. I got to get you here to Charleston. I've had people telling me for years, like, we got to get Slash here in Charleston, South Carolina, and I think it'd just be a killer show. I know it would blow it out.
Yeah, well, you know, we're gearing up, like I said, to do another record, and then we're going to do an extensive, tour. So we'll be there.
Awesome.
For sure.
Awesome, Slash. Thanks so much. Take care.
All right, man. Cheers.